Look at this. Have you got some snow and footprints?
I have. I've got the word skip as well.
Oh, don't be pressing that, because this is all good. Once upon a time, in the Arctic, 4 shadow men were travelling. They were just dudes being guys, fucking it up in the snow. There's weird, like, samples of chatting. He tried to strangle him with the force. Been trying to wipe your cursor off the screen. Sorry, I'll move my cursor behind Declan's head. But then 2 of them went. Is that the story that we pick up from that?
Are you able to hear any, like, story?
No. It's all.
Okay,
This is just visuals. They fired up a flare because they found a castle full of ghosts. Ghosts.
Ghosts and puzzles.
The snow knew better than to cross the threshold. Wipe your crustos. Well, that's a horrible word you've invented.
Yeah, there's an abominable snowman.
Was there actually? I didn't look.
Yeah. Well, there was a huge abominable.
That could be judgment on your part. Like, he might be a fine snowman.
This could be Santa Claus.
That could be Santa Claus. We were here, but Declan, now you're a man of language. What do you notice about this title in terms of its tense?
Well, what I'd say is that it is tense.
The tense creates tension. Right, let me see about audio options. Yeah, look, I was picking up completely wrong audio. You're going to hear me twice any second, I feel. Can you hear me twice now? Hello.
Well, how many times did you say?
Yeah, loads.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to drop. I'm going to have to take my mic out, I think.
How's that going to work?
Because my headphones have a mic in them, so you should still pick up something.
You need to get a USB hub.
Yeah, well, I do. I need to get lots of things, but I'm very poor. So.
What can you see on your screen out of interest, and by the way?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It sounds terribly bad.
Well, I'm sorry, but I can't really move otherwise.
Fair enough. I think maybe we're not supposed to be able to hear each other at the moment, because, like, in the game, I'm not hearing you. So it might be that... Oh, I think I know what happens. I think we're going to get walkie-talkies at some point.
Oh, right.
So, like, what's going on with you? I'm just in a sort of generic-looking castle dungeon.
Yeah.
There's a
I can see
wardrobe.
You.
What?
No, I can't.
Oh, fuck. I got freaked out, mate. You fucking freaked me.
I freaked you.
You freaked me right out. Oh, yes, here's the walkie-talkie. I don't know how to pick things up. Push V to talk. Hello?
Oh my god.
Hello, it's me.
Yeah, I could hear you double then.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to mute in real life, and we can only talk through walkie-talkie now. Which means you're not going to be able to talk for a bit, because he hasn't got the walkie-talkie. Right, let me mute me. And let me mute Delk. Mute. Hello? Is anybody out there? Come in, Delk. Do a big smile if you still haven't got your walkie-talkie, because I can see your face, but not your voice.
Hello?
Oh, yes. This is king shit. Can Declan see chat? Longifan asked. I'm going to assume no.
I can see chat.
He can see chat. Declan, wait. I've spotted some symbols.
Can see chat.
Come in, Declan. I spotted some symbols on the wall. We've got tick. We've got M. I think they're buttons. Over. Don't forget you have to press V to talk. Over.
I was just checking what the keybind.
I intuited the end of the sentence through context alone. Over.
Sorry, I thought we were using.
Sorry, the audio went too loud to hear that time. Over.
Listen, enough of this. I've accidentally crouched and I can see a sort of handle that looks like a golden, glowing dildo.
That's not good. That's not going to help us. Let me tell you what I've got. I've got a green eye and a blue eye and 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 symbols that look, they're on bricks, right? Like Diagon Alley shit. So I'm going to assume that somewhere in your world is the order in which to press them. Does that ring a bell? Over?
A kind of key. Mine is, I've got a poster that's 2 columns of eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 9 pairs over.
9 pairs of what over?
9 pairs of eyes.
I've got a bit of bad news over. There's blood on the wall over, and it's in English words. It says the answer lies over.
Right, okay, and...
No, and.
Over.
What was the question over?
Are we taking that as a bad omen?
Yes, it's not a good one. There must be, simply must somewhere be in your world, these symbols. Like, they must be there somewhere, no? Over?
Yeah, I just told you that I've got...
Oh, did you? Oh, did you? Alright, give me them. Or in what configuration can you give them to me? Over.
Well, what sort of input are you looking to do?
I think I can just click some amount of them. I think maybe it's to do with getting them all in the right order. Over.
You have, like, alongside the coloured eyes, do you have various, like...
Yeah, I've got white lines symbols. So I've got like a capital M, an A with a T in it, 2 square roots, an X with a circle on it, a T that's got above its station.
Okay, so what I have is a poster that has 9 different coloured eyes down the left. 9 of those symbols next to them.
Cool.
Column of 9 symbols, then another column of 9 eyes.
Okay, I'm pretty eyeless myself. I've only got the green and the blue eye that I can see. So I guess maybe just read the symbols off from top to bottom and we see if that does anything, if I can input them in that order. Over.
Did you say you've only got green and blue eyes?
Yeah, I've only got a green and a blue eye visible. Over. I'm just checking all the other columns, so I wasn't actually over. I'm sorry for saying over too early. Over.
Okay, because I've got, like, the pairs don't all match, the pairs of eyes, but I do have 1 matching pair of blue and 1 matching pair of green. So in between those there are 4 symbols, so I could try to...
Yes, that sounds good. Over. Longifan points out that we're fucked because of my description of a T that's got above its station. It was a mustachioed T. It's a T with a prairie stash.
Exactly what you're talking about. It's like a T that it also sort of looks like a stick figure that's like crying out to God.
Yeah, or stopping 2 lanes of traffic concurrently. Quite effetely.
He just
Over.
Or cut you
off. Yes, I keep doing that as well. Over. So give me the 4. Give me the 4 symbols, please. Over. Please. Over.
You say over like people use stop in a telegram. You just use it. It's not the end of the message.
Point taken. Over. I'll keep that on board. Stop. Over.
So I think that we should have the capital A that's got an extra little leg on the horizontal bar.
Yep.
It's station. Then we should have what looks like a capital M that you've also tried to turn into the Meta logo, and then a square root sign that's got extra little dashes on the ends.
Hang on. Are there 3 things then, or 4?
4 symbols.
So,
2 blue pair of eyes, 2 for the green pair of eyes.
okay. So I did A with a T, and then what I think was the M that has like the meta M, and nothing happened. I wonder if the answer lies implies like do it backwards, so I'll just try it backwards as well.
Hang on a second. So for the blue eyes, it's the A with a T in the middle, and then the big T that's got above its station.
Okay.
Looks like the word. It looks like I'm spelling out the word at.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything when I input it. I'm trying it backwards as well. And no. I'm getting like a weird noise. I hope that's good news.
And then the second pair is the one that looks like the Meta logo.
Yeah.
And then it's a square root, but if you imagine that there's a little flourish at either.
Yeah, like a ligature on the square root ends. So meta square root. Let me see what that does.
Riff.
Just want to confirm nothing happened.
Right. Looks like it's game over.
Alright. Next time, Thanks for joining everyone over. Stream is over and out. I guess we... Like, the eyes thing, I'm not really sure how it's impacting. Because I've got... Like, the blue one looks more lit, but that might just be like a quirk of what the room looks like. I'm just having a little explore to see if there's anything else of potential interest or value over. Have you got any interesting buttons you've learned, like solve or hint? Over.
No, but I did find a reel of old-timey film.
Can you watch the film? Over.
I'm currently trying to find a camera.
Do you think we're going to meet up in this world? Over.
I think if I ever see you, I'll scream and I'll know God.
I think I'm that snowman from the beginning / Santa. Over.
I found a book. Over.
Huge. Is it readable?
Okay, I found a book with a poem on it.
Amazing. Let's get it read out. Over.
After moving 2 steps north, head 2 steps towards the west. Move 2 steps towards the north. Take a step east before heading forward once more.
That's a shit poem. Over.
So if you could just action that.
Yep, leave it with me. Over. I've got a funny purple fence. I hope that's something useful. You've probably got, if you just look behind you, there might be a big book that's like how to solve the funny purple fence. That could be useful at some point. I think really the only thing that we can do is this symbols thing. So we should probably return to it and work out why it's giving me like error.
Okay, will do. I found another book, so I'm just going to look to see if
Huge.
it's a poem on it.
Also, when you're finding these books, is it obvious that you can read them, or are you having to press something?
You have to press E to interact with them, and then you have to sort of like twist them Da Vinci style to find what it is.
Okay, I've got books as well, but they're not readable, even though one of them is open. I'm pressing E at it a lot.
Start. Keep moving north, but watch your step. Before the last tile, you must head east. After these 2 steps, take 1 step towards the south, head for the eastern wall, then you may proceed towards...
Are you in a library?
Well, it's only got those 2 books, but...
That 2 books is a library. That's don't be insecure about it, that's a start. So, I mean...
So, you know how you said the answer lies?
Yeah.
I have bloody writing that says between the eyes, which would make sense with our
plan that isn't working. So, maybe if we do them in order of, like, I'm trying to visualize what you've got. Have you got like a green eye, 2 symbols, and then a blue eye, or not that?
So I've got, for instance, if I'm reading horizontally, blue eye, 2 symbols, blue eye. New line, red eye, 2 symbols, green eye. New line, and it goes on and on like that for 9 lines.
And would it be possible to start at a green eye and then read out X number of symbols until you get to a blue eye?
Yeah, I mean, I could do that. Why, does yours start with green and then to blue?
Well, in the sense that green is on the left and blue is on the right. But it's just, what I've got is just an archway with a big column that has a green eye on it and a big column with a blue eye on it on the other end. And then these symbols betwixt.
Like 3 straight lines going through it.
Okay, wait. Start again, because I was talking, so I didn't hear any of that. Over.
Sorry, so the 2 symbols you want are a circle with 3 straight lines going through it.
Got it.
And then the A with a T in the...
Yes, that worked. We've got an achievement called The Answer Lies. And the purple gate has gone. I repeat, purple gate has gone. Over. Oh, I'm in the fuck sanctum. Quick, there's a bird with a snail shell and a skull. Over. It's asked me what to do.
You're alive.
Okay, so has anything happened on your end, or is it all just on my end that stuff has changed?
No, our little room's opened and it's
Oh.
projector in it, so I can watch the movie.
Okay, that sounds fun. I'll just tell you what I've got. I'm in a room with, it's a shrine to a guy who is a bird-legged skull snail. Underneath his portrait are 3 kind of count, you know when Carol Vorderman, oh, I'll have a large please, Carol, and a small. There's 3 of those, and then I've got a bunch of new symbols on a board. Over.
Okay, despite sort of lighting up with the interaction symbol, I don't seem to be able to do anything with this projector. Over.
Very cool, very good. It might still just be symbol based, like it could just be a continuation of the previous puzzle, but that seems sort of lazy. Over.
New fun development. If you hold the thing for too long, you drop it on the floor, and when you drop it on the floor, it automatically goes back to where it started.
That is good.
I can't.
Thanks for the fun update. Over. So I guess we're just looking for some symbols. I think my role in this is going to be much more simple than Declan's, because I think I just input things that he finds the answer to, which is very funny to me. Also, he can't hear me at the moment because I'm not pressing V. So if you guys want to like talk about secrets like behind people's back, then assuming he never watches the VODs, this would be the way to do it. I've just been talking to chat for a bit. Over. Got quite a few cobwebs. I should check if I can interact with the skull thing, I suppose. No, I can't. Does it say something on it? No. What's going on at your end, Over? I'm hearing radio silence.
So I'm just trying all the different moving parts of this camera to get it.
Okay. I guess when you signed up to be a librarian, it didn't necessarily imply that you'd have to have a working knowledge of camera construction. Over. Well, there is really nothing I can do, is there? I just have to sort of await further instruction. Maybe what I could be doing is coming up with ways to visualize and describe these. So we've got a creeper, a turtle, a hugging man, a circuit diagram, a thin cat, a lizard, a trident, a boathouse, a semi-hourglass, S in the rain, broken hourglass.
Just seen that the film is called World's Greatest Chess Moves.
Okay, that sounds interesting, and that could correlate with the north and west shit that we had previously. That could be all building up to a huge chess puzzle.
But then there don't seem to be any more interactable parts.
Well, it could still be like all that is going to be the answer to this room that I'm in is 3 symbols are necessary. I guess it could, if you have like nothing to do, then it could be that the puzzle is solved entirely in my room, but that seems to defeat the purpose of the co-op.
Okay, I think I have a map of where we both are.
That's cool. Where am I?
Is who? Or where 2 things are. I've got like map with blue and red and green on it.
Are they? It's not updating, right? It's not live.
No, it's not live.
You'd see me doing all kinds of circuits. Well, that map's great, but do you anywhere have 15 symbols? Did I say I was talking to chat?
Sorry, I forgot to turn the mic off. Did you just turn something on or off?
No, I didn't do anything.
Okay, because they're like the stuff on the map just disappeared.
Oh, yeah, I don't know why that would be. I don't think I pressed anything. I did say I was talking to chat, but I just meant in the sense that I was speaking secretly about Declan, not holding down the voice chat button. I'm just going to keep the camera focused on this piece of art and have some water. Because you can't solve unless the brain is well hydrated. Let's imagine we were asked to write about what this picture means in an essay context. I think it's about extinction. It's about evolution. Because we've got like a bird that is, you know, they say the fish rots from the head. Well, that's what's happening here. Apart from the fact that a snail is
creepy new room has opened somehow.
What caused it? What triggered this room, over? Hi, Bryn.
Isaac, I'm in the creepiest room of all.
I wish we could see.
Tell you.
Can you paint us a word picture, over?
Yes, it's a spherical room. It looks a bit
Imagine
like
guys.
one from that video that you
Spherical.
showed me of that really creepy thing that someone made in Dreams.
Oh, the
It's
House
like
of
a huge
Beavis.
domed room, and on the walls are just lots of paintings of types of bird
Skullbird.
morphed to either be snails or to have their heads all, well, instead of heads, just human skulls.
Perfect. So I've got one such portrait. I guess we need to find that one. So my one is it has a human skull on a normal bird, except the bird also has a snail shell.
Sorry, I was talking over you. So describe again.
I've got one portrait of a bird that has a human skull and is otherwise perfectly normal, but for a snail's shell on its back.
And is the does it have webbed feet and background brown?
Yes to both.
Cool. And it's got a tail that just looks like a feather.
Beautiful feather, over.
Cool. So underneath it there are 3 symbols. Do you want me to describe them?
Yes, please, over.
So I've got one that looks a bit like a tortoise as seen from above, that's got a cross, a St. George's cross on his back, and is
Got it.
it looks like a stick person with a cat's head. And there's
Same
one
cat.
that is simply indescribable. It looks a bit sort of scarecrow with an upside down triangle for a head.
Done. We got an achievement called Is That A? Does that mean anything to you? Over.
Sorry, say that again.
We got an achievement called Is That A?
No, it doesn't mean anything to.
Good, good. All right, let me describe my new surroundings, and then I will say over, and then you can describe what's going on at your end. I'm in a long room. Oh boy, is it long. There's a table, there's a windows. Not windows externally, though, windows internally, like a trap for Minecraft creatures. I've got red pipe, and I'm going down to a subterranean flooded door that says the word purple on it in green letters. Purple, all caps, green letters. Over.
Cool. I'm in a sort of. I went down a very Harry Potter PlayStation 1-esque
Sounds fun.
sort of set of corridors, like a big staircase going down in spiraling squares. There's like suits of armor the whole way down. It's very misty, I will say. But at the bottom here it is flooded, and there are 3 pipes with wheels. One blue, one red, one yellow. So I'm assuming that I need to turn the blue and red to make purple.
My whole room is flooding, over. Help. Oh god, the water is rising. It just stopped. What did you do?
I turned the blue and the red handles to make purple.
Well done. Thank God for that. I'm out of there. I didn't realise that the water was rising until it had already almost killed me.
Did that allow you to go through somewhere else there, or
Yeah.
the way you came?
It opened, so I had a door that was almost flooded, and that's flooded more, but now it opened that door and I'm through. I'm about to pull a lever, over. I've pulled the lever, over, but it appeared to do something only on my side, over.
What did it do?
I had to solve, you know, that puzzle that is the basis of the beginner's guide, where it's like you unlock a door and then you have to reach back through the door to lock it, and it unlocks the next door. It was kind of that. So I solved that one, and now I'm at a crossroads, not metaphorically, and I have blood writing that says "Bring down the guiding light." Over. It's in blood. Over.
Hello, that means nothing to me. Over.
Good to hear. Over. I've got sort of suits of armor. I've got a lot of space. I've got what I would describe as like, oh fuck, it's huge. I've never seen anything like it. I think I've got another bird. No, it's a dog. Scrub that, it's a dog, not a bird. Over.
Concerned as to where the confusion came from originally. Over.
Both got legs. Over. I'm just trying to explore for a bit. This place is really big. Over. You'd love to see it.
Yeah, I don't have anywhere near.
Okay, so I guess that implies that there's some new information on my end. I'm heading towards what might be another bird portrait, but except instead of a bird, it's a dog that's turned into Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast. It's a dog, and you pulled his neck so hard that he grew a candelabra. Over.
Don't say you, I didn't do it.
The room. You did type I am dodgy delk to get. Ah! There's a person here! There's a person here. Over. Was it you?
What do you mean? Where? What person?
A person ran across the screen like fucking Scooby-Doo.
I don't know that was me. If you've got like a big spiraling place full of suits of armor, that does sound like where I was. And now I am.
Yes, I am in a sort of endless space full of suits of armor. And portraits of... I've found a portrait of a dog that became a bat.
You're finding too many things that have nothing to do with me. Over.
Then who was the mysterious man darting across my screen? He was proper creeping like Nosferatu. Over.
If I were you, I would personally have just caught him and asked him questions.
He was speedy. Okay, I found a green lever. I'll pull it now. Over.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I pulled one down on my end.
I've locked myself in as this thing. What colour levers do you have? I think I might like you to find a blue lever if possible. What colour levers do you have available to you? The only one I've discovered is a green one, which has now locked me in a space where there is a green gate that I can control and a blue gate which I can't.
None of that means anything to me. I had one lever that was white, and I've already pulled it.
Oh, not white. Okay, I'm going to re-pull my green one. Over. Any insight on the phrase, bring down the guiding light? Any theories on the dog candle portraits just yet?
Rather than just disappearing.
I sure am good at holding V while you're talking and then only catching the last 20%.
Don't worry, my special skill is talking without holding V and then wondering why you're ignoring.
Huge. Well, together we make one person who cannot speak on this game. Ah! I thought I saw a person. I have to share that I'm fully lost. Like, I can't tell if I'm retracing my steps or just finding ever new territories. What on earth is happening? This game's quite fun though, I'm enjoying it. It was free as well. I think it's part of a series. Well, I know it is. I don't know why I'm downplaying my knowledge. What I'm doing at the moment is hugging the left wall. I'm applying the old hug the left wall approach. Over.
I'm wondering if where you are is the thing that means that you need to follow the directions on these books that I have. But I
Quite possibly, but actually it's just occurred to me that it sounds a bit like the map that you had of all the colours, because I've got like blue and green and shit, and they are colours. Over.
Yeah, so the map, what happens is I look at it and it's got colours on it, and then if I look at it for about 5 seconds, the colours all disappear, and I don't know what makes them reappear.
What colours have you got, Over?
Currently none. On its got colours, it's blue, green, orange, and white.
Yeah, that sounds like this space. And is the map of like a series of just nonsense paths going in every possible direction? Over.
That's exactly what it is.
Cool. So I guess I need you to help me navigate to do something. I'm not clear on what the something is. But as a starting point, I can't hear you. I can see that you're talking though on the camera. As a starting point, it'd be good to find like a communal starting like origin for us to both use. Over.
Spring off of it to lead you on.
I didn't hear any of that. Over.
Find a room with some boxes and crates in it.
That's easier said than done. Over. I've got a white gate, if that's marked on your map.
Not at the moment, but it will be later. Just like keep following the corridors around until you find a room that's got boxes and crates in it.
Okay, will do. Over. Finding a lot of dead ends, if that's anything. Okay, I mean, this has got some boxes and crates. I would say about 3. And it's got a blue lever. Over.
Describe them in terms of width, shape. Like, are they barrels? Are they long crates? Are they cubic crates?
I've got 3 cubic crates, 2 of them touching and the third just a little aside.
And is that... so you've got 3 cubic crates and then a long crate?
No long crates. I repeat, no long crates. Over. Oh, wait. I've got a table. Could you be... is it like top down? Could it be a table?
Like a table or anything?
I just heard the end of your sentence, which was table or anything, while I was saying I've got a table. So to confirm, I've got a long table, which is about 2 cubic crates. I think we keep talking at the same time. So you go. Over.
So just tell me again what you've got and where.
In one corner of the room, there is by itself a long table, which is about the length of 2 cubic crates. In the opposite, the adjacent, orthogonally adjacent corner, there are 3 cubic crates.
Okay, so if you go to where the 3 crates are and look at what you might consider to be the back wall of the room, that should be south. And then if you turn around to face north, you should see a staircase. Over.
I do indeed. Just before any navigation happens, as a point of interest, on the back wall that we just described, there is a blue lever. Is that indicated on your map or no?
Again, at the moment, it's not. Try lifting it up and putting it down again.
I've done so.
Cool, it's done nothing.
Okay, I tried it in both configurations. Over.
Look around to see if we can get you maybe like out of here. So if you go up that staircase that was to the north and then turn left, so you're going west, you should have a little bit of space, and then you should go down a set of stairs into another room with crates and barrels on your left.
I am there. Over.
If you turn to the right, so facing north again now, you should have another staircase. Go up that, follow it until you see a staircase on your left, but don't take that. Turn right and then immediately left instead.
Okay, I've done so, and I'm descending a staircase into a big room.
There should be about 4 cubic crates on your right.
Yep.
So to the left of those crates, there should be another staircase. If you go up or down that, when you reach the end of that staircase, on your left, there should be a big double staircase.
There's a few branching lefts. The first left I come to I can't use because it has a gate in the way. An orange gate. Was it the first left? I've got, I think, 2 or 3.
I think it was the... it might actually be... I think it might be... Did you say that you've got 2 there? Because I think that's what this might be indicating. Because there's 2 staircases.
Yeah. So there are 2 staircases that are separated by 1 thin wall.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And did you say that they're different colours?
Only the first one has a colour, and its colour is that it's blocked currently by an orange/red gate. And then the second one is open, but goes into nothingness. Like, I can't see. I can go to the top, but it's just a void.
So you could go to the top of it, but there's nothing there.
Yeah, it's an... Well, I can see there are 3 like walls blocked off and no lights.
Okay, maybe bringing the guiding light down is part of that.
Sounds reasonable.
Let's try and do like another lap then.
What were you guiding me to?
Places.
Sorry, I didn't hear that because I was asking a quick question, which was what on your map were you guiding me to here? Like, what was the thing that we were going towards?
Regrettably, it was these 2 staircases.
Ah, I see. Okay, ready to follow directions from the double staircase area.
Let me just very quickly, I'm going to like check this book that's next to the map and see.
Cool.
Get some instructions for you to take and see if it leads us anywhere specific.
I'm just going to wander around and have a look, but I'll probably get lost relative to where I'm supposed to be, you know? Oh, there's a green gate here. It's a big place, isn't it? I wonder if it's looping. I wonder if it like is joining it up with itself at some point. There aren't many places where you're just completely stuck in a dead end, so it sort of feels like that is happening. But hard to know. Now, where the fuck was I? This is the dead end, so it should just be... Oh no, this is a different dead end.
Okay,
Ultima,
can you
hi.
face west?
I can, but I've wandered regrettably away from where I was and got... You've guessed it, lost. So let me just try for a second to find my way back, and I will see what I can do. Just had a long turbo tax ad. I'm sorry about that. I always try to disable pre-roll ads when we start by just playing an ad, but I guess it had been long enough that stopped. Okay, Declan, I'm back where I was supposed to be. I'm back at the double staircase that isn't a double staircase over.
Cool. So if you were looking up the staircases, you'd be looking north.
Cool.
You need to face that way looking up them and then turn left so you're looking west.
Yep.
Forwards and you should get to that staircase again. I think you're going down it now.
Yep.
And then you'll be in that room with the 4 crates.
Yep, I am.
Room and to the other staircase, ascend or descend it as you need, and then you want to turn right, and ahead of you should be another staircase.
Yeah, I'm there. And just for your interest, there is a dog who's been sick.
There's a dog.
It's done a milky sick on the floor, the dog. It looks quite pleased.
Wait, the dog is there with you?
The dog is a portrait dog, but it's thrown up milk and it might be about to lick it back up. Over.
That is terrible.
Sorry to interrupt. Bryn in chat is suggesting it might be drool. And that is a possibility. It's either drool or milky sick is the other option. It could be one or the other.
See, I was giving you an instruction and asking a question, and then when I came off the walkie-talkie, you were talking about dog drool.
Yeah, sorry, we were just trying to get all the facts of the matter laid out on the table, but I'm ready when you are. I'm looking up at that stair. By the dog.
If you go up it, is it just void like the other ones?
Yes. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, sorry, I didn't hear what you just said, but yes, it's a void atop the stairs.
Yeah, no, I heard. I said, oh shit.
Is that a good shit? Over.
Would that it were, my friend. Would that it were.
Have I told you about the milky sick dog? Is that anything? And maybe you've got a book of different dogs that have thrown up different like forms of protein. Maybe not. I don't think he's even replied to that one, unfortunately. I guess everyone puzzles in their own way. Hello, what's going on? Over.
Sorry, I was just trying not to think about the dog protein.
I'll take a screenshot of it if you need. Over. I'm trying to get bunny hops going to get some momentum. This dog knows the answer. Has it thrown out the milky sick or is it licking it up? I think it's both.
Really quite lost as to what to do here, TBH.
I assume there's not, because you would be aware, but is there nothing on the map that looks like a movable feast, like something I could pick up and take somewhere?
Okay, I figured out how to get it to go. So, you need to... Where you need to tell me where you are.
I'm by the milky sick dog void staircase. Captain Badger.
Okay, you need to go back up towards where the main stairs are.
By main, do you mean those double stairs that we had?
Yes, and on your way through the 4 crates room, can you see a green lever? 4 crates.
Yes, I'm looking at it. Over.
Okay, you need to pull that lever.
Consider it pulled, Captain.
Now, if you try to go up to the big stairs, is it locked?
It sure is, Cap.
Fantastic. So now you need to go back down the way that you just came from, back to where the sick dog is, but then just keep going past it, all the way back round again until you get to the room with 4 barrels and a table.
I've got distracted by the milky dog, but I'm trying to get away. I'm in the barrels tables suite. Over.
Okay, go up/down the other staircase, and then along until on your right there's another staircase that's the room with 3 cubic crates and a table.
I have arrived. Over.
Marvelous. What you need to do is you need to pull the blue lever again.
I've returned it to an upright position. Over.
Cool, give me just a second.
By all means. I'll do some laps while I wait.
Okay, you need to now go out of that room, and instead of turning left, turn right and follow the corridor all the way around. You should go, once you're out the room, there should be another 1, 2 staircases, and you'll come into a large atrium where there's a staircase ahead of you and a staircase to your right. You should be able to go down the one to your right into a room with lots of boxes, crates and barrels.
Well, I went down a staircase, but I'm not in a room with any boxes, crates and barrels. It's in fact the first room that has none of any of those. So let me just backtrack slightly.
Hang on, that might be the atrium room. If you go to like the other end of it, you should have you should come to a point where there's a way to go to the left, straight ahead there's a staircase, and to your right there's a stair.
So yeah, I'm at a point where there is, I followed your instructions, I'm at a point where there is a left, a forwards and a right, and the left has no staircase, but the forwards and the right both have staircases.
That's correct. You need to go to down the one to your right.
Yeah, so that's where I was, but it's completely devoid of barrels. It's in fact entirely empty. Oh, but there's a lever here.
There should be an orange lever, is that right?
Yeah, there is.
Okay, you're going to need to pull it.
I've given it a pull.
Okay, bear with me because I need to get my map back and I need to give you some more directions, alright? I'll be back in just a sec.
Good luck. Over. This is stressful, guys. I'm not even doing anything. I definitely picked the right option being the explorer rather than the librarian because I do not have to do anything other than just sort of input the commands that I'm given.
Okay, so you need to come out of that room and you need to, when you get back up that staircase, you need to turn left and keep going back the way you came. And you need to go and pull that blue lever again in the room with 3 crates and a table.
So I'm just following, it's like a single corridor the whole way, right? Over.
Yeah, and then on your left eventually you should see that.
Okay, I am pulling the lever now.
Cool, so then you need to go back out of that room, turn left, keep going until you go up or down a staircase, turn right and immediately there should be another staircase, go up or down that, follow it all the way along, past the dog with the sick, you have to do a little like chicane right and left, and then you should go up or down another staircase into, I think it's down a staircase, into a room with the 4 crates on the right, and there should be the green lever. Now you may need to pull the green lever again and then go up the staircase next to it, and that big staircase should then be open.
Yes. Checkpoint reached.
Yes, I saw that too.
We got an achievement called Dungeons and it's a chessboard like we predicted. Over.
Nice. Okay, looks like I'm going to need the best moves in chess thing, if only would play.
I'm going to go to the bathroom. Over. So if you want a little break, let's take a quick 2 minutes, I mean.
Cool, see you back here in 2.
BRB, everybody. I'm just going to mute. I have returned. I've realised there's no way of signalling that to Declan because we can only communicate in voice chat. Maybe if I just start talking in voice chat, he'll appear. Hello, I'm back. Over. Oh no, I'm on the wrong screen as well. I've got to be on the Discord screen, which is this one. Look at Declan. What if he started like... What if he started jacking off? What if he used this 2-minute break to start masturbating furiously? Guys, in chat, how do I tell him? I guess I can post in chat. Declan, hello. Hello, hello.
Yeah, I'm here. You came back on my phone.
I realised there was no way of really signalling that I was back, so I was just sort of waving at you. We could just see you leaning back in your chair.
So yeah, I could see you and hear you, but I was just replying to something.
Fair.
How was the old chessboard? Over.
Well, one problem is that my field of vision has become so fucking snowy that I can only really see like the middle quarter. Maybe I need to go to like the fire to get rid of it. No, not that. I've also got here, well, I started that sentence when I thought I'd be able to explain it, but I've got like a piece of machinery that looks a bit like what if a wardrobe had some gauges and one of those like meters that is an arrow that can display pressure or something. And I've also got a handle that looks like it will crank, but doesn't.
I still have really very little. I'll be frank.
You've definitely picked the librarian's route, I suppose. Whereas I'm out there venturing. I'm literally in the snow, braving the elements. I'm about to freeze to death.
You're about to freeze to death?
Yes, quick, give me the answer. Ah!
7 is the answer.
Knight to 7. Okay, do you know how to solve this?
I've got fucking. I don't even know what you're trying to solve.
It's a chessboard. That's all I have. It must just be like some chess moves, isn't that? I'm sure we talked about a chess thing.
Yeah,
Guys, I'm dead.
well, I mean, I have this film that's supposedly world's best chess moves, but I can't watch it.
That is unfortunate. That feels like a really futile death on my part.
South, but not before taking 2 steps east. Continue towards the east and more, then head toward the end of it all. I'm wondering if these are chess moves rather than like steps for us to take. Like starting in the far west corner. Don't know. So I assume that's like top left. One moves north.
I'm
north,
doing this thing,
one
but I
moves
can't
north
say.
thrice. Take 1 steps out there. That can't.
Is this good? Sorry, I found this thing that I could input stuff on. I had to play a little mini game, and I've turned on a machine. Is that giving you the ability to watch the chess moves video somehow?
No.
Cool.
Wait. Yes. Over.
Amazing. Okay, I await your instructions, feeling icy and sad. Over. I'm just huddling close to this machine in case they coded in that it warms me up a bit.
Okay, I'm letting it play. I'm hoping it's not going to be too long, and then I'll just tell you what to do. I am just watching a chess game. Okay. So you need to tell me, are you actually able to make any chess moves?
I can move all the white pieces by the look of it.
And are they in the starting position?
Yeah, they're where you'd expect.
Okay, I'm going to try my best to describe. I don't know chess notation, so bear with me. Ah!
Froze to death!
No!
We can retry from checkpoint. Okay, can you hear me? So, before I go out, chess notation is just the bottom left white piece is A1. And then it goes from there.
Yeah, I was just going to do stuff like, queen's pawn moves to here.
Okay. I might have to... Do I have to do that thing again? Or can you watch the video yet? Do I have to re-establish the video link?
You probably will. Give me a second. I just need to...
Cool. I'm waiting inside where it's warm until the last possible minute. Can't believe I froze to death. Be furious to freeze to death. Little town, it's a quiet village. So guys, I've got a new graphics card and I've got this capture card now. Also, I played Hollow Knight on stream the other day, but it was super late and so I don't think many people were here, but it's really fun. I'm going to play more of that. I might play it tonight after Declan has to leave. And the third piece of news is that I can now stream Logic from my MacBook. So I might do like a songwriting stream or something at some point. Maybe to clear the backlog of songs that I owe people. Or maybe we could just do one where like we get a random request and then try and make a song. That could be fun. No promises. I'm going to IKEA to try and make my room into a proper little studio because at the moment everything's so cramped. What's going on, Over?
That fucking thing is so fucking shit and hard to work. Give me a second.
Sounds about right. This is good though. This is good content, I would say. So we could get the sequel to this, and then there might be a sequel even to that. So that'll be fun. Oh no, I shouldn't go outside yet. I was going to go and do that thing, but I won't. Oh, this locked behind me.
It's just literally no longer working. Like, I know how to tell you that.
But is it because I need to do my thing again?
Already had working. It's just...
Weird. Let me see if doing my input changes anything. It will take me a minute. I'll tell you when it's done. One, 2, 3. That's it, right? And then crank this. Okay, activated on my end. Over. And the timer has started on me freezing to death.
If that's the king's pawn moves 2 forwards.
Which one's the king? I guess him.
Then his bishop moves 1, 2, 3 spaces to the left. The queen comes out in front of...
Hang on, wait. They take a little moment to execute.
Then moves forward and takes the pawn directly opposite.
Okay, I've done the pawn. That's all so far. Tell me the next thing.
So, okay, so after that, the king's bishop moves 3 spaces to the left.
Bishop doesn't seem to move. Isn't the bishop is the one right next to the king, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, he's immobile. Why would that be? Oh, maybe is there a reply? Do I have to play the replying move as well?
Yeah, there is a reply, but you could only move the...
Yeah, that was the case, but now I have access to the black pieces.
Okay. So once you've done that first pawn move, the opposite pawn does exactly the same thing, moves 2 forwards.
Cool. And king's bishop of white moves how far? 3 places.
That's correct.
That's done. And the reply?
Is that 1 second? Let me just double check.
This is I don't know what this opening is called, but I don't know if it's the best. I'd be developing these pawns, you know. I don't know a lot about chess, but that's what I'd be doing. Getting this centre, because at the moment this piece is unprotected.
Okay, so the black pawn that is in front of the queen's knight moves 1 space forward.
Yeah, executed.
After that, the queen moves 2 spaces to the right, the white queen.
Done.
Pretty sure that after that, the knight, whose pawn we just moved, comes out and goes in front of the bishop.
That'll be here, right? Done. Almost frozen to death as well.
Then moves and takes the pawn directly in front of her.
Say again, sorry.
The queen moves and takes the pawn directly in front of her, all the way up.
Finished, I think.
Yep, that's Grandmaster.
Oh yes, a room has opened. Thank fuck. I was very nearly frozen to death. Are you in a new space or no?
No, don't be silly.
Okay, let me describe. I have a lectern and a book with 5 symbols, which are the same as the ones we saw before. They're not the same exact ones. They're the same set of symbols that we had in the bird portrait room. And then in front is a platform that looks a bit like a chessboard. It's a grid that is 5 by 5, and I imagine if I tread on the wrong bit, it will kill me. It's probably a puzzle about what's the correct route through or something.
Okay, so those symbols are going to tell me which book I need to find to tell you where to go.
That's quite cool.
And then I'll be able to direct you using those directions that I was reading earlier, the little shit poems. So you need to read to me what the symbols are.
Cool. Do you want to know them all at once or one at a time?
Give me 2.
The first 2 are the Stickman Cat and rounded capital A that's got like a lowercase t on top of it, sort of half a cross. Half a Jesus cross.
Next to that, do you have a circle with a cross in it that then comes down, has a little like curly tail,
Yeah.
and it's got a sort of like a weird like lowercase n around?
Precisely.
The next one looks like a three-legged man doing a sort of celebration.
Yeah, he's having a great time. It's Lumiere singing Be Our Guest.
And then it's one of the alien toys from Toy Story standing on a rope.
Yeah. He's floating by the Be Our Guest song happening. You're not holding V.
Sorry, let me just double check that the other books don't have the exact...
That was fast solving, guys. This is world record pace. I would like to know what happens if I do go on the wrong thing, though. But maybe we shouldn't find out. B. R. Yes, B. R. Yes.
Okay, so the symbols are devastatingly similar on the other books, so I'm just going to double check some details with you.
Cool.
The man celebrating, what shape is his head and his hands?
Diamonds?
Yeah, cool, that works. One second.
Interesting. Who knew there could be so many different shapes of head and hands for these stick mans?
I'm fairly certain we had it, I'm just double checking.
Uh-huh. Put our service to the test. Tie your napkin round my neck, Cherie, and we'll provide the rest.
And the third symbol, the circle at the top, it definitely has a cross in it.
Confirmed.
Sorry, say that again.
Yes, affirmative. I wonder how close they are.
Okay, so are you ready?
Affirmative, over.
Starting from the far east, move 2 steps north.
I got kill. Was the problem that I should have started... So I took starting on the far east as...
Sense.
Hang on, no. I think I know what the problem is. I went to the bottom right square, but perhaps you meant go onto the second square on the east row. So, putting it in grid terms, I ended up trying to get onto E3 when you might have meant go onto E2. I saw you say the word right, I think.
Right, okay, yeah, so I see what you mean. So you're saying that you by moving 2 steps, you started on the first one and then moved forwards rather than starting off.
Yeah, exactly. I took starting from the far east to be E1, which was an assumption.
Okay, so yeah, just try going on to E2.
I've got really bad news though, which is the symbols are different in my book. I'll describe them, shall I? I can't hear you.
Tell me how to change.
So they're all different.
Yes, but they should look vaguely similar. So stuff like the celebrating man, he now has circular hands.
It is exactly that. So I'll tell you the list. I'll tell you them from left to right. We've got the head of that previous stick man, which is like a cat's head on a line. We've got what can only be described as a drawing of a cock. Then we have a circle with a line through it, and then that swishy tail with a lowercase n. Then we've got the celebrating man with planet hands, and then a rectangular house with like little pigeon feet corners.
I was trying to interrupt from the very first thing that you said there.
Oh, sorry.
Bear with me a second. I'm just trying to find that.
While the something keeps on something, la 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 la. They can sing, they can dance. After all, miss, this is France, and a dinner here is never second best. Go on, consult your men. You take a chance, and then you'll be our guest. We are guests, be our
Okay,
guest.
so I'm going to describe again and just see if they line up with what you said. Okay.
Affirmative.
So it's cat head on a horizontal line, then an A that's very much been drawn to look like a cock. Then we've got a sort of a circle with a horizontal line through it that goes down
This
with a
is the
little
one,
tail,
guys, this is
and
the
there's a lowercase n there. Party guy is made up of a straight line, a smaller version of the N, and then his arms are an inverted N with little circles on the
We
end.
call that a U.
And the last thing looks like a screaming house with crow's feet for it.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Bear with me.
So, this time I shan't go on the grid until I'm told to, because that seems crucially bad. But that's good. I mean, this is good for practicing communication
Okay,
skills.
this one is both smaller and more complicated, so prepare to die and do this whole process again.
Will do.
Now it says, before one starts in the east, take one step westward. So I think that you want to come in from like just below the D column.
Yeah, so I'm standing in front of the D column, but I won't go on it.
So then it says, then start by taking 2 steps north.
So, D2.
Yes, but then the next one is take 1 more step north. Oh no, stop, don't. Just D2.
Cool. I haven't even gone to D2 yet, but shall I go there now? I didn't hear an answer.
Yes, go to D2.
Wish me luck, everyone. D1. D2. I'm on D2 and I'm still alive. Over.
Take 1 step west and then 1 step north.
So that's... So I'm going to C2 and then C3.
Correct.
Fuck, I nearly overstepped. Okay, I'm on C3.
Go west some more till one hits the wall, then head straight for the door.
So E3 and then E4, E5 and we're off the grid. Agreed?
Yes.
I went east instead of west. Sorry about that, that's on me.
I hung up and came back to say no, for fuck's sake.
Oh no, did you? Rip. I don't know about east and west is the upshot of this. Okay, we can get this one quick though.
To the like 21 bus, but didn't know which way.
I only heard the end of that, but I got the impression.
The like bread and cheese pub. She went, yeah, I tapped in and she went, no.
I heard about half of that story, but I feel like I got the gist.
Okay, what's the new book?
Alright, new book is... There is a cat that is also a snowman. It's like a cat's head on a lowercase n with arms.
Okay, is the next one an even more rudimentary penis with a sideways T on the top?
Yes.
Is the next one a very... It's got a sort of... It's like Stewie's head from Family Guy on a very simplified but squared tail with a squared N.
Yeah. And then I've got a celebrating man with 3 circles and his body is an upside down T. And then a robot on a boat.
Robot on a boat, yeah. So, starting in the far west corner. So I'm assuming that is just below A1.
I'm there.
Move 3 steps north, so A3.
Here we go. Yep.
You now want to go to C3.
Yep.
And now you want to go to C2.
Yep.
Now you want to go to E2.
So 2 steps to the right. Yep.
And then straight up towards the end.
Hooray! What was your achievement called? I didn't hear you.
Pole.
Pole?
Yeah, South Pole, like Antarctica.
I wonder if, because I'm getting like half the name of achievements, like that one was called Is That Another ... So I wonder if that's going to be anything. They've all been like that.
Some of them I think I've had the second half, some I don't.
Okay, here's my standard question. Are you in a new place?
Finally have another door open.
Huge!
This librarian's becoming an explorer, baby.
Slow down, slow down.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, wait, I'm hearing an announcer. I'm in a theatre.
feature show.
I had that as well. It stopped.
Tonight's feature show.
Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm backstage, I think, at the show. What, are you in the front of the theatre?
Yeah, I'm in the theatre. I'm in the auditorium.
Ah, that's cool. So I'm in backstage, and I think I'm controlling like the flats that are going to come up. So I'll just tell you what I've got in full in one sentence, then I'll stop talking. You can tell me. I've got a big room. In the middle of the room, at the back wall, is a trapdoor, and then I've got 6 handles, which are like rotatable. Then there is a lever that's marked Scene 1. And also a door coming off the left and a door coming off the right. In the room on the left, there are 2 like flats that have, one has 3 people on, one has a sword and a crown, and one I can't really see. It looks like it might have like mitres, like bishop hats. And then in the other one, I've got an archway with a sort of H-looking castle and a crown. So it looks like my handles are going to control lifting those. Then finally, I've also got a lever that says Bloodlight, which is currently sort of on. Over.
Okay, none of that means anything to me. I'm in a kind of like dungeon auditorium where the seats are, they look a bit like pews, but with really comfy red cushions on them.
Sounds nice.
There's a stage area, and I can see that the stage kind of recesses back quite a bit. There's a door to the left and to the right of the stage as well, but I currently can't see anything on the stage apart from something at the back that I can't quite make out. There seems to be a gramophone on the stage as well if I look in like one corner, and if I go to the other, can I see anything? No.
Cool. So I guess I'll just start. I've got 8 different inputs that I can do. So I'll just start doing them in order of the one which is the most interesting, which is Bloodlight, and see what it does. Hope it doesn't cover you in blood.
I'm about to get carried. No, okay, so that's just turned a red light on stage.
Good. All right, I'm going to do the next most interesting looking one, which is the Scene 1 handle. Which pulled down and then reset back to its original position. So I'm guessing that did nothing on your end.
I didn't see anything, it was very... so...
Cool. I think that probably did nothing because it didn't stay and nothing changed on my end. So finally I'm going to try fucking with these handles. Ooh. Okay, so when I click the handles, I can move each of them either clockwise or counterclockwise. And it sounded like it did something, but now I'm kind of locked into this view.
I decided to have a little test of something, which was could I open the doors that let me onto the stage? And would you believe it? Yes, I can. So now I'm now on stage.
Wow, congrats.
Like, I'm going to try and open this.
What's flashing? I think that might just be a glitch, right? So I think the answer to the puzzle on my end is going to be some configuration of clockwise and anti-clockwise things. I just turned the blood light on and off.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
That was me turning on the gramophone.
It's really nice. Is it going like blah, blah?
The castle one?
This one's laps. Any idea how this is going to help?
Are you able to, like, do you have like a castle scene flat?
I do, but I don't know how to do anything with it.
Oh my fucking god.
What?
God.
What happened?
Isaac, I turned around and now hanging from the ceiling is, I can't even describe it.
Take a screenshot.
It's also like a sort of bird. It's also like a man doing ballet. It's completely black with white eyes. It's the most terrifying thing I've ever...
Wow. Would it help if I turn the bloodlight on? You're not pressing V.
When I walk towards it, my vision narrows to a point.
Okay, I've got to advise staying away from the ballet bird man.
It's moving. Isaac, I'm about to die. No joke. I think I'm about to be killed by this.
I'll remember you.
No. I can't. Oh my god. I know it's coming towards me when I turn my back. Like that fucking Doctor Who.
Does changing the bloodlight help?
Isaac, this is the most horrible thing in the whole...
I wish we could see his screen. One of my pieces of scenery has moved. I wonder why it's... Oh, so that's gone on stage. You should have just got a piece of scenery on stage, did you?
I am not turning around. I'm not taking my eyes off this thing.
I think I sent something that could help.
Bit on screen.
Say again?
There's like a guy. Oh fuck! This thing is so horrible.
I don't know how to help him. What am I supposed to do about this? Do you think that's this one? It's not.
Like, Isaac, it is literally swooping towards me.
In a good way?
In the worst way possible.
Damn. Well, I think I sent a piece of scenery, one of the flats, through the wall. 2 of them, in fact. Like, can you see these?
The king, I think, 'cause he's got a crown on the back, and there's some like villagers.
Yeah, so I've sent those through. Is that helpful? Can you see what I'm trying to do? There must be some position they go in.
To do.
Well, I assume... No, I don't know, but I assume it must be that I have to get them all in a certain position that only you can tell me about. Like, do they look different from the other side?
Oh fuck! Stay away.
This is very good. I like that I'm in safety this time. Let's go and see what that's moving. It's moving that one. Okay, I've sent, I think, every flat I have onto the stage.
Yeah, I could see. Oh, okay, there's a guy.
You cut out.
There's a guy who's clearly supposed to be like the murderer, killing the king, I think. Well, no, he is the king.
Killed himself. Can I confirm? What do they look like from? Can you see them from both the front and the back? Because I've only ever seen them from the back, where they're like scribbles.
You're supposed to kill it with the king, the murder.
I missed most of that because I was asking a question. But go again.
No, ask your question.
I was asking, what do the flats look like? Because I've only ever seen them from the back, where they are scribbles.
I'm afraid it's too late to tell you because I am about to be murdered, and if I go any closer than I can, then my vision is like basically nothing, and I start hearing horrible noises.
Okay.
Crown on the back, and that's a standing king. There's one that's got like the queen's crown, and she's the queen.
I like the aesthetic of this game.
There's a flat that's just like
Yes,
a
it is theme
royal
parky.
gate.
I agree with you. It's nice.
There's one that's got like three stick figures on the back, and that's
This game's free as well.
That's like a crowd scene.
Oh, Longy
then
fan.
there's
By the way,
one
I found
That's got a crown and a sword on it, and that
Monkey
is like
Island.
the king.
But
bent
it's the
down with a
special
bloodied
edition.
sword.
But it says that you can reset. You can press a button to turn on original graphics and things at any time. So I thought I might try that, unless you strongly oppose. Because I found that I have it in my humble library.
What the intention here is.
Sorry, I was talking to Longy fan. That's all good news on my end. I guess what we have to do is there must be, like, one of them must belong in a place, and then we can construct a scene around that one, right? And then when they're all in place, I'm going to pull a lever, and that will win us the game over.
I cannot express to you the horror of the scene in front of me. I've been taking screenshots, but I don't know if that app, the ShareX, saves them all.
Yeah, they'll be in your history somewhere. Longy fan says he was trying to listen to you, but I was talking. That is true. Okay, well...
Man on strings, the silhouetted bird man on strings is now right at the edge of the stage, and he's full spread eagled with his white glowing eyes, like looking
if I
at
can
me.
move this man. I wonder if I can move him. Did you say, is he on a wire?
Like this for about 2 minutes, and then he just like jumps forwards.
Is he on a wire, did you say?
Yeah, he's on a wire hanging from the ceiling.
Am I moving him, do you think? Is he one of my handles?
I don't know.
Well, let me press. I'm going to try and move things one at a time, and you should be able to see if something moves or not. So I'm going to press a thing and then say, did it move? And you can tell me. So here we go. Did it move?
That moved the queen.
Did it move?
That moved the king.
Did it move?
That moved the murder king.
The lights went out. The lights went out. Over.
Yeah, the guy is upon me.
My field of vision narrowed as well. How do I, there we go. What moved that time? Over. I can try that one again if you didn't see it.
I can barely see a thing.
It might be worth just running towards this guy and getting it over with, because we vaguely know what we're doing now.
Thing.
Say again, sorry?
I can barely see a thing.
Would it be worth trying to suicide into this guy so that we can start this again?
I mean, I don't really want to, but I suppose I will.
Give him a big stage hug. He's called the Marionette.
Marionette.
Okay.
I've clicked retry from checkpoint. Before I do that, I want to try and just share with you so that the guys can see what he looks like.
Yeah, okay. If you post it, if you send it to me, then I'll add it to the screen.
Yeah, I'm going to try and tab into Discord.
Perfect.
Where shall I send it to?
Just send it on... not Discord, because I can't move Discord. Send it to me on Messenger and I'll get the pictures up.
Okay, I will do. Give me 1 sec.
Yeah. And I'll get this ready for us to look at the marionette, because we don't know what Declan's talking about, do we? Can you hear me without pressing V, or was I pressing V without thinking about it?
I can hear you.
Oh, wild. I thought maybe I'd just
because-
internalized V.
No, I had that same thought a second ago, but I assume it's because we're in a menu.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm looking forward to seeing this marionette. He seems like a theatrical chap, like at his core, and it's probably fair enough if he's annoyed that you're like coming on stage and fucking with his vibe. So it's more on us than him. Although I haven't seen him yet, so I suppose I'll reserve judgment until such times as I do. I'm enjoying this game so far. It was sold to me as wouldn't be very interesting for me and Declan to play because it's easy, which I mean I guess it has not been. It's not like hard puzzles, but the puzzles are not the thing, right? It's like the communication skills that we, as you can see, have down to an art. What's going on at your end, Declan?
Yeah, I've like got them.
Yep. What would you do if
Bear
the
with
guy was in your room now? The V key has
Well,
defeated you.
I am not turning around, just in case.
He might be.
So I'm just checking.
I wonder how far through the game we are. I'll look at the achievements. That will give me a clue. 9 out of 26. I don't think it's going to be one per level every time though. Everything is better with friends. Oh yeah, no, it sounds like there are quite a few. Oh, okay, but I think maybe there are 13 stages because you get an achievement for being the explorer or an achievement for being the librarian. So we have to play it both ways. That can be a bonus stream.
So number one.
Yep.
Like, so you have to remember that I was in this room and it was fine.
Yeah.
Like everything normal, just a kind of like regular stage. And then I went onto the stage and I just happened to turn around and look back. And this is what awaited me.
A good guy. Okay, let me grab this link and then hopefully... I'm having a weird thing in Chrome where it doesn't let me open... Like when I click something, it doesn't actually open it. So select or copy, paste. Alright guys, you're going to see this at the same time as me. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to add it as an image. Create new. Oh no, add it as a browser source, right? That's how you do this. Browser. Create. Temp. Oh wow, look at this guy. Let's get a little collage of him going. So we've got him over here. He can go in front of me. Then Declan sent another few pics.
Yeah,
And
I've
this
sent
is
them
your-
in order in which they... I'm saying them in order in which they appeared.
And you're saying that this is like this guy's a good friend of yours these days?
I'm saying the marionette ended our adventure.
Did rather. Bad news, I can't click any of the others. Copy. Yeah, it's not letting me.
Bear with me a second. Let me get some choice ones up.
We can zoom
for
in
you
on
and
this
then
one
I'll-
though. Here we go. So imagine this guy, like maybe he was moving a bit like this and he was like, "Hello. Hello, Declan. I'm the marionette." He's actually in the wrong part of the theatre though, right? Is that the stage? That's like the exit.
Yeah.
He doesn't know
yeah,
what
it
he's
is.
doing. I really like that. Like this is like going to see The Woman in Black or something where they use, you know, they like sometimes enter from behind you just to create a sense of tension. Like they could be anywhere. So that's quite a profound technique they've gone for, I guess, which I really appreciate. Let me type.
So hang on. I'm just going to send them through to you as images.
Okay, perfect.
Um,
I'd like to buy the world a Coke and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and cherry bees and snow white turtle dove. Alright, let me download these.
Personally, I think the first of those is the most haunting.
The first one's always the most haunting, you know. That's how they do it. All right, let's get another one. Ready? Whoops, create new. Temp 2. Here it comes. Bang. So look, we've got like a collage developing. And then, who is next? Copy image link. Add this one. Temp 3. It's getting closer. Is he getting closer?
Yeah.
Is that good when he gets closer, did you say?
It's really bad. It's really quite horrible.
No, it's really bad. Personally strongly in favour of original graphics and no voices. Well, you can do original graphics. I don't know if it has no voices in the remake. I'll have to open it and find out. Here we go, guys. So this is a little collage called What Happened to Declan That Made Him Die. If you're studying like GCSE art, maybe even A-level art, you screenshot this, you can submit it. In fact, let me make us visible, and if we both look like art critics, like sort of pensive. Ooh. Then that's the screenshot you need. Now let me delete all of these. Now, Longing Fan, why are you so anti-voice? Uh-oh, Captain Badger has redeemed the artist. Wild Badger eating baked bean pizza with Kinyu while Nick looks on in horror. Do this whenever you want. Amazing. All right, I will do that. And it will go to the list. Thanks for redeeming those channel points. Very, very powerful. Very big choice indeed. Shall we resume, Delk?
Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let me get back in the zone. Now, I will say.
Yeah, go on.
I don't know what we're supposed to do.
I think. Well, yeah. Let's take a quick minute here. I think it surely can only be there is some configuration of those flats that paints a tableau. When they're in place, I'm going to pull a lever and I bet they all vanish or something. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. So I guess the question is, do they look like, if they're closer together, they'll interact a bit like the what's it called? The puzzle in House of Da Vinci, puzzle in inverted commas, where you had to arrange those flats together. It's basically that, I think.
Yeah, but there isn't really a sign as to where they're supposed to go, other than like, I assume the king with the blooded sword goes in the bloodlight. Like, I can assume that.
Okay. Is the bloodlight a spot?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so let's start with that, and then maybe it will work outwards from there.
Okay, but I also think that's the last thing. So I think the first thing is like, there was a castle filled with whatever. So I think maybe that is that we need the 3 like townspeople in the one that's like an archway.
Right, but then we won't know where to put those 2.
No.
Like if the king.
Or it could be that if they're lined up anywhere, that bit's done.
Oh yeah, I suppose it could be. My guess, or the way I assumed it would work, is that we get one that has to be somewhere, and then there'll be one that has to be next to that, and then it sort of pieces out like that. So I think let's try getting the villagers in the castle, but also getting the king in the bloodlight, and then we're testing both hypotheses. I'm going to press retry. I'll see you on the V. Can we still hear each other? Nope, it's gone. Oh, you're joking. We're back here. Can't hear you.
Fuck, so we have to do chess again.
It's the grid, not the chess. It's the crossing the safely. And I've got one configuration that we've definitely had. It might have been the last one we had, but it starts with a cat's head on a horizontal line, and it ends with the screaming house. It was made with that voice and written to be read, not heard. But do you think
with penis circle with a horizontal
does the
line
voice
and
make it
miraculous
worse?
man?
Yeah, exactly. Boing, 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 boing. Most creatures when you pick one of 4 dialogue options, so you've read all 4 to choose, and you have to hear the
Start in front of D1.
Do you already read it? In front of D1, did you say? Delta 1.
Delta 1.
Done.
So now you want to go to Delta 2.
Done.
Charlie 2.
It was really dumb that they made C, D, and E and B all rhyme. Done.
Are you still alive?
Yeah, I'm on C2.
Okay, something weird happened on my end, and the book is now frozen.
The unspoken language
Yes, the book is frozen out of my control. I'm trying to like read it by crouching.
Shall I kill myself? Is that... You're not pressing V.
I was actually holding V the whole time. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So you need to go to Charlie 3.
Done.
Now you need to go to Alpha 3.
Done.
Now you need to run for the door.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to start moving all the flats. In fact, I think that's the wrong way. I think I have moved them all left.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's feature show.
Let's just check if that's moved them. So they're all on. That's good. Oh, that one's not finished. Damn, I don't know which ones those are.
Can you move that one that you've moved already? Can you move it some more? Into the middle.
Not sure which ones are which, but I'm just going to move all of them a bit more.
That one that you just moved.
The one that just moved again. Say something, say again.
And again.
Yep.
That's perfect. Now you need to move some of the others. It was one that had 3 stick figures drawn on them.
Okay, I'm going to move each one. Tell me when it's the right one. Yes or no?
No.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Move it again.
Yeah. And again.
Okay.
Maybe one more.
Okay. So we've done these two.
As in, maybe one more.
Yep.
It's not moving on my end.
Oh. Am I moving a different one then?
The one that you were moving before that, can you move that again?
Did that move?
No.
So I guess that must mean they're locked into the right place. I just moved a random one.
Yeah, that was the king. So the ones we've got left is a king, a queen, and a king with a bloodied sword.
What just moved?
The king with the bloodied sword.
So this is the queen moving now.
Do it again. Can you move the queen again?
I'm trying to, but it doesn't appear to be moving. I'm moving something literally now. Tell me if it's moving.
No, nothing.
Cool, so 3 of them are locked in place then, at least.
That one, the one that you just moved, can you move that off stage again?
Is it moving off stage?
Yes, it's gone.
Is that good?
I don't know. I'm going to play the gramophone. I think this cues the marionette, and I'm going to see if we've got this scene right. Currently, I'm looking at an archway with the revelers just behind it, just a little off center, and then a king to the left and a queen to the right.
Is the bloodlight on? Longy fan, I will read this. I'm
It is
just...
not. But I don't think it needs to be.
I just pulled the bloodlight lever. Did it change?
Yeah, it turned on, but I don't think it needs to be on for this. Are you able to turn it off?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that turned off. Can you lift it up again to turn it off?
Is it off?
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna press the grab thing. Pray for me.
Okay, let's see. Ron Gilbert said they took every dialogue choice an opportunity to write 4 jokes. The fuck? It reset everything.
I hate to break it to you, the marionette appeared, and all of the stuff went off.
Yeah, it seems like it reset everything. So I'm just going to bring everything back on stage.
Okay.
Feel free to start telling me if anything's just moved that needs to move. Can't hear you.
Keep moving everything. That one that you just moved a second ago, not the most recent, the one before that, yeah, that needs to go off stage, yeah. That's perfect. Everything else needs to move as far inwards as it can, I think.
That'll teach you to ask me anything. I'm gonna read this. I think because I have this special edition version in Steam, it's like lower friction, you know. But I'm willing to. I'll definitely open it and see if you can turn off voices. I know you can do original graphics because people went on about that loads. How you can like press one button and it goes back to original graphics. How are we doing?
Something really weird happened when I played the gramophone again. Everything kind of disappeared, but then also I could see the trapdoor open.
I just prolled the scene 1 lever that I haven't pressed in a while. Did that do anything?
I think I heard a long.
Is that a good noise? Sounds like an error noise to me. So what's happening on your end?
Fuck all, mate. Fuck.
But so are these pieces in the right places where they're all locked in or no?
I don't know. Like it feels like the either the flat that's the castle arch or the people should be able to move a bit more.
I'm going to try moving them. I'm going to just keep holding V and move them. So this is number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. Number 4 is off stage and this is number 5. So which of those moved?
None.
Cool. Great. So are we certain that 4 isn't supposed to be on stage then? Because that's the only one that still has motion ability.
You can bring him on, but he's the same character as the king, or looks the same as the king, just holding a big bloody sword.
He goes in the bloodlight then, surely.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's now.
I don't think there's going to be more than one time for anything to happen. I think this is just it.
Okay, sure. Like, then bring him on as far as you can and turn the bloodlight on.
Is the bloodlight on now?
Yes.
Is he moving still? Say again?
No, he's in the, like, castle arch now. He's, like, creeping up on himself.
But he wasn't moving any... He hasn't moved for a while. Like now.
He's very much where he is now.
Okay, so I'm going to try moving all of them again. Just at the end, tell me if any of them moved. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did any of those move?
Nothing happened.
So they're all at the furthest extreme. But for example, if I move number 1 backwards, tell me if it goes towards leaving the stage. Say again, sorry.
Now try moving number 4 again. No, but the other way.
Yeah.
He's very much at the hard limit of where he can be.
Cool, but so they're all at the hard limit, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily the right place, right?
I didn't hear what he said.
I said they're all at the limit of where they can be moved to, but that doesn't necessarily mean this is the right location for them to be.
No, but if they're anywhere else, then they can't be interacting.
So there must be something that we're missing. Like, I have this scene 1 lever. That's it. Yeah, there seems to be nothing else on my end that I can do then. There's this conspicuously immobile lever. I didn't hear you.
Sorry, I do keep forgetting to press V. I was like, am I supposed to be playing like a role in this play, or?
Well, that's a good point, because I do have one lever that doesn't move. There's one lever that is immobile. So it is suggestive of a 6th part of the play, the tableau. Dum 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 dum. Yeah, I think he's probably right. I think there must be something to stand on.
Try moving everything back to its limit. So I think that means moving the castle one, which I think is number 1, back to the center. Yeah.
I'm just moving everything as far as it will go. Tell me, is anything still moving? I'm assuming no.
Sorry, I was holding down.
I said, was anything still moving? Because I just tried to move everything.
No, nothing else is moving. I'm wondering if this like 6th piece, or if the missing part of this is the marionette itself.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
So I've got to wait for it to be lured onto the stage.
Maybe. Be amazing if there's just like a big button that I've missed somewhere.
The pose he pulls when he comes up onto the stage is so despicable. It looks like something from Atrium Room.
Wow. So have you said anything in Wee Monkey Island? You went away. No, I didn't yet. I haven't had a chance to read it properly. I think actually I did say something. I said, I'm going to try the special edition version and see, because I know that it got praise for being able to restore original graphics. And I would sort of imagine that you can disable the voices, or at least there'll be a mod or something that lets you do that. Mostly just because I was pleased to find that I owned it on Humble Bundle, the special edition version. But if it is shit, then I will get the whatever it's called, Scum or Scrum VM one, which did look pretty easy to use. I just haven't installed it. I'm hyped to play all these mists I got from the mist bundle. Okay, any updates?
I'm trying. Damn.
The marionette finished the scene.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could go, because there's the doors to the stage. I was seeing if I could go and get behind him, because it's quite close as to whether or not you can creep around behind him.
Yeah.
But seemingly I could not.
Well, do we want what can it be? There just must be.
I don't know.
There must be something that indicates how confident are you about when they're all in place? When they're all at the hard limit of where they can go, they're not all in a line. But does it make sense? Is the villager in the archway and shit?
Sort of, but not centered.
So maybe.
Yeah.
I just. There must be something that tells us where the pieces go. That just must be.
Do you have anywhere in your room those symbols?
No.
That are drawn on the back of them?
No. The only thing that I ever see is the back of the flats, and then I can see them. I have to go and check that they've left their rooms fully. Other than that, there's a trap door below me, but that doesn't seem to open. And then I've got the scene 1 lever, which I'm gonna which has never done anything. It just pulls and then returns. So I assume that will only do something when we've got the pieces all in the right places.
That makes sense.
Which disproves, it means that they're definitely not in the right places now, right? Unless there is a sixth piece that needs to be in place. It's the levers are arranged like a 3x2, and the top left one is not interactable, which is obviously deliberate. But I don't know what we can take from that. Like, you can't move the flats at your end or anything. The thing I'm curious about is why is it helpful for me to see the symbols of them on the back? Like what's that about? Why do I need to see what symbols they have if you're in charge of, seeing them from the front? Could it be, do they match? Like, do they make sense? Like, the crown one is the king. It's not like they're secretly something else, some other order. Don't know.
I don't think so. Like, they make sense. They are like general what's on the back, what's on the front. Like the king one, where there's the king with the knife, like the symbol on the back is the same as the king but with a knife.
So the king with
the
king with the knife, which one of them lands right under the bloodlight spotlight thing?
The regular king.
And so that would imply the position of him and the king with the knife, right? Who is stabbing him.
But the king with the knife can't reach him.
Not even close.
Not really, no. He can only come as far as the centre of the stage.
What's that about?
I just don't know.
Who can the king with the knife reach? The queen?
He can reach the queen, he can reach the villagers, he can reach the arch.
Maybe the story is that the king kills the queen, and then he's like covered in, he's got the bloody knife, and then the villagers riot or something.
But you would just think, like, the problem with this is that the direction there once was a castle filled with life doesn't tell us anything. Like,
yeah,
because the only two that can go anywhere near the castle gateway one.
Oh, I think I've just sold
villagers. Oh, okay. Why?
I don't remember. I must not have heard when you said this thing about a castle filled with life thing. So what is that? Have you got a book?
No, that's the audio that you said you could hear.
Oh.
When I play the
right back at the beginning.
It goes, there once was a castle filled with life.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard that. I've only heard the one where he said, like, ladies and gentlemen, please.
Oh, okay.
So this castle, I'm assuming what it means then is we just put solely the castle and the villagers, and then I pull the scene 1 lever, and then that will move us on to scene 2, and it will be a different
so just those.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know which ones those are, but we can work it out.
I assumed king and queen would need to be on there for it to count as the castle, but I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, let's try.
Filled with life.
It's 3 villagers. It doesn't count as being filled with life, but
we're gonna have to do gridding.
Oh fuck yeah! Okay. See you in the V-sphere. See you in the V-sphere.
Right, tell me which book we've got.
I've got starts with the cat who's on a rounded body, like cat on top of a N or cat on a snowman. Then it's cock, and it ends with the Toy Story alien on a boat.
Is the Toy Story alien more like a kind of square robot?
No, it's exactly the Toy Story alien. So it goes cat with cat head on a lowercase n with stickman arms, then the OG penis, then the Stewie head funny one, then the Lumiere chandelier with diamond rhombusy arms, and then Toy Story robot on a rowboat.
Yep, I've got it.
I just thought of a joke though. Toy Story robot. He didn't hear. Where do I start? Sorry.
The western corner. So A1, I think.
Cool. You saw me go east, everyone.
And you need to go to A4.
I'm there.
Then you need to go to C4.
I'm there.
done that weird thing again.
Yeah, something weird happened on my end as well. It's sort of like suddenly got more three-dimensional.
What's the south? So I think that's what. Where are you now? C4. I think E3.
Yeah, I'm on C3.
Head for the eastern wall, then you proceed towards the door. So I think that's along to the D column and then straight up.
Oh, what? Just one step to the east?
No. Go to the eastern wall.
Okay, so E3 and then to the end.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm through. So, bear with me while I try and get some flats that are the right ones in the right place. Not that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's
Is that the right one? Yes, so that's the castle. And then
Keep that one going. Keep that one going.
Tell me when. It's no longer moving.
Yeah, it's done. It's done.
And then the villagers I want. Are they down here?
If you move another one, I'll just say either yes, that one. Oh. Yeah, okay.
Sorry, that was an accident. Alright, I'm moving the villagers on now. Are these they?
Yeah, that's them.
I'm just going to keep moving it until you tell me otherwise.
I play the audio and then you pull the scene lever.
Sure.
Well, okay, the audio brings in the marionette, so why don't you pull the scene lever first?
I did.
I'm pressing the gramophone in 3.
Wait. Are we sure about this? What's going on?
Everything's gone.
So maybe you can only do this once the marionette's been pulled. So I'm just bringing stuff back.
Keep that. The villagers again.
Tell me when.
No, that's the queen. That looks so funny.
The queen leaving sheepishly.
Yeah, like Homer going back into the book.
Is this villagers?
That's them.
Tell me when.
Now. Whoa!
Alright, scene 2.
was a castle filled with life.
I just heard there once was a castle filled with life. What now?
And there lived a king with his wife.
Okay, cool. So queen was... Tell me if this is queen coming.
Yes, that's it.
Alright, I don't know which one king is, so I'm just going to try... It might be the bloody king.
No, that's the right one.
Tell me when.
That's perfect. Now pull the lever.
Didn't work. There must be further that they can go.
Hang on.
I don't know what's happening. I guess they must just...
Try it now.
Nope.
Maybe you need to have the others still on there now. Like,
Okay. I'll try that. Tell me when. Is this in place?
that's it now.
Nope. Tell me if any of these 4 pieces move. So number 1, 2, 3, 4. Any movement?
Do the lever.
Nope.
Take the villagers out.
I don't know which one Villages is. Is it this one?
Yeah.
That must do.
And there lived a king with his wife.
Nice. Alright, what next? It must be a long one. Hello chat, hope you're doing well. Sorry this is hard to concentrate on. What's going on?
He said all were happy and all was good, but how's that any different?
It's a great shout. Great question. Do we bring, maybe now we bring all 4 of those pieces on?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Or just the revelers?
No, I think bring all 4.
Okay, doing it now.
Sooner the better because the marionette is.
Tell me when. How's it looking?
Nearly there. All good. Pull it now.
All were happy and all was good.
Nice. Good solve. Look at Declan trying to listen. You what?
Until the king killed all that he could.
So maybe just the king, the bloody king by himself?
Or maybe bring the king. These haven't disappeared. So maybe bring the bloody king into this scene.
Tell me if this is the bloody king.
That's him.
Is the bloodlight on?
Do you want to turn the bloodlight on as well?
Presumably the king shouldn't be there twice, right?
Yes, in which case I think bloodlight off and king off.
Which one was the king? Is this the king that I'm moving now?
Yeah.
Tell me when he's off.
Give it a go.
Until the king killed all he could.
We're getting them. What the fuck is all that noise?
Standing in blood, he proudly said. So just the king and the blood.
Wait, is this the wrong king?
That's the wrong king. Regular king and blood. We haven't got much time.
How's it looking?
Perfect.
Standing in blood, he proudly said.
Hey.
Okay, I'm in a snowy corridor.
A trapdoor has opened for me, but I don't know how to go down it.
Open for me and I used it. You have to like press E to use it. And then I'm now in like a snowy corridor.
Look, it's us! Ah! Can we hear each other?
Hey!
Can we hear each other without walkie-talkies or no?
Okay.
Hello? Oh. Oh no.
Is it something about where we stand that makes it open?
Do we still have to use walkie-talkies or no? I think I have to let you go free. Well, don't agonize about the decision, will you? Fucking
Sorry,
hell.
I'm on my way.
Wow. Wow.
Worst friend forever.
Fucking hell. Was there another way? Yes, there definitely was another
No.
way.
There definitely
Was this sacrifice necessary? Obviously not.
Yeah.
I just got
Look
fucking
at the
betrayed.
cartoon of me licking it.
We were here and I
I've
left
seen-
my good pal Isaac there.
I've seen that marionette. I'm not waiting a
Fuck
second
this! I just
There's
take my coat off and leave it on the pressure plate. Well, that was pretty fun. I liked that a lot.
Oh, that was good.
We
That was
should.
good.
Do you think there's
That's
enough
good.
replay value for us to run through it with our roles switched?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, quite possibly. I suppose it's about changes who's describing what.
Yeah,
and how.
and it might. We could try and like get through it very quickly as well.
You just want to be the one who gets out.
Well, I'm just saying it might be interesting to see what happened. Like the game strongly implied that there was a solution that didn't involve us both.
Well,
one of
I
us
think that was
dying.
quite possibly a red herring to get us to.
I
play
think
the game
maybe
again.
what the game was saying is like you betrayed your explorer buddy, and just because you're the librarian doesn't mean you've got to take that knowledge and run. You're not one of those fucking
You've already
library
explored.
vans.
You have already explored.
I'd
And the
explored
thing
my
is,
fill of the inside, but the outside world
You
had
s-
lots more to offer.
You said to me, I could set you free, and you stayed on that. But you didn't come off it. You were happy to make that sacrifice.
I was just saying, like academically speaking, I could set you free.
I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be one of those people where you're like, I've set you free, and you're like, oh no, like it's fine. Like
You didn't want to
no
throw it back
worries.
in my face.
No, exactly.
Okay.
But you were
No,
such
no,
a
that
gallant-
reads. That reads. I was
I'd
pretty
have, come and
gallant.
I'd have come and given you a hug, but you know what it's like. The marionette could have been there at any moment.
Yeah, yeah. That's
and there's no point. There's no point in us both.
no, I suppose not. I mean, I don't think I'd have done the same thing, but I guess it's like different people have a different level of like selfishness, I suppose.
Well, you're an
Maybe like
empath,
self-preservation.
aren't you?
Yeah. I fucking am. That was We Were Here, a game by, well, I don't know, but they did a good job with it. I enjoyed this, and it's free on
It was
Steam.
nice.
So why don't you try it at home? And I'm just gonna. That'll be where I clip it and post it to our YouTube